Victims of crime rely on Crown attorneys to make sure justice is served. But in this province, you may get assigned a defense lawyer to prosecute your case. That is a problem for Michael Desatel, Vice President of Manitoba Association of Crown Attorneys.
Since you don't send out work if you have enough prosecutors to do the work.
The union is currently fighting a grievance with the province over what it calls dangerously heavy caseloads. Manitoba Prosecution Services has always farmed out cases where there's a conflict of interest. For example, if a Crown attorney is a victim of crime or a witness. But over the past 4 years, the province has also assigned cases to defense lawyers because of workload issues. Using defense lawyers has cost the government more than $674,000. Since 2021, dozens of criminal cases have been assigned to defense lawyers, cases like sexual assaults and robberies. For the first 2 years, only 3 cases were farmed out, but that number jumps to 17 in 2023, and even higher in 2024. This year isn't over, but it's already at 28. The government says most of them had conflicts of interest, but won't specify what the conflict was. It said less than a fifth of them were because of workload issues. The province has also been outsourcing inquests, which can look into deaths in prison or police use of force that ends in a fatality. 19 inquests have been sent out of the Crown's office for defense lawyers to take on since 2021, 16 of them in 2023. Desatel says Crowns should prosecute cases, period. And if there is a conflict in the Crown's office, an out-of-province Crown should be hired, not a defense lawyer.
None of it should go to the private bar. If we're going to have outside counsel doing work, it should be people who are prosecutors, who understand those policies, who understand the law, who have expertise in presenting these cases, and have the background and knowledge to do them effectively.
This University of Manitoba assistant law professor also believes it's problematic. Brandon Trask says in cases that are outsourced, there should be transparency so victims understand why a Crown is not handling their case.
If the reason is we don't have enough full-time Crown attorneys, well, okay, but how did you prioritize which cases go to the experienced Crowns, right, versus which ones are sort of farmed out to private counsel?
Manitoba's Justice Minister says he has full confidence in the defense lawyers being used to act as Crowns.
We're talking about some of the best in the province, and when they are working in these under these circumstances, they are acting as Crowns.
The province says it's reviewing its current policy on hiring outside counsel. The grievance filed by the union is scheduled to be heard by an arbitrator this October. Caroline Bargood, CBC News, Winnipeg.